terms of game plan or how I call, everything kind of stays the same. Maybe you want to play a bit more packed up just because they're hitting the individual shots. So you got to try to get the trades going more, play more like less spread, maybe a bit more obvious, but you're more together is one approach. And just being more explosive to try to counteract their shots. But I would say we tried to do that today, and we were successful at points, but they were able to outlast us. And yeah, honestly, that's about it. They were just able to outlast us. Like we had our key moments, we had our chances, but when it came down to maybe the 2v2s, 3v3s, they were able to close more. They were clutching more. So I would say their momentum throughout the last series and shots today were just kind of too much for us today.
Thank you, and we hope to see you in Champions.
Thank you. We'll go next to Nerditude.
Hi, thank you. First of all, I'm sorry about the defeat, but I know you will make it to the champions. My question is for Josh. What do you think was the reason for the overwhelming defeat?
Um, there's many reasons. I think they were the better team today for sure. They were individually on form, and they were hitting a lot of their shots. And we didn't do too much in the micro sense to trade the kills very well. So even though we were in advantage and positioned really well, I would say like we couldn't trade out like certain key players, and they were able to multi-frag us. Um, but yeah, like I feel like the momentum that they were building up, and like we're a slow start team right now. We just need to fix that, and it would have given us a chance, I think. Um, but honestly, they were just a better team today, and I hope that we can rematch them again.
Thank you so much.
We'll go next to Strafe Esports.
Commiseration on the loss, guys. This is to Valen and Josh. Despite the loss today, you have had an amazing journey. You delivered multiple upsets, came back from a 2-11 deficit to reach your place. Like this is your highest, is highest for everyone on the table. Uh, First of all, how was the experience like for you guys? And what would the learnings and experience be helpful to you in the upcoming split? How would you use it for the upcoming split?
Um, this experience for me was definitely like it's hard to put into words just because I always dreamed of like playing in front of this type of crowd, like watching matches growing up and always dreaming of being a pro and then becoming one and trying to grind your way to the top to be able to play in these kind of arenas. Regardless of these losses today, I'm very grateful for the experience that I got just because it makes it feel so rewarding. Like even though it was losses, of course I would want to win, right? But no, not many people in their life can say they can experience something like this, even in the pros. So very grateful. In terms of learning, I think that we've shown that we can be great individuals and as a team. We've shown that we can deliver the biggest comebacks, the best of wins, even when no one expects us to win. But they were like other teams were able to outlast us in the tournament, and so I think we need to have our habits down a bit more. Like so, we stop these slow starts, for example, and we kind of showed that in this tournament. If we had it very habitual of how we want to approach these rounds, approach the game, like we wouldn't have to try to ramp up during the game. We would just go into it right away, delivering the 100%. And that was a hole in this tournament that we couldn't fix enough to become champions. Um, Regardless, I'm grateful to do it with the best people around me. I wouldn't want it to do it with anyone else. And thank you, Shanghai, and thank you everyone for making my dreams come true.
Thank you so much. Great answer. Amazing.
Thank you. Our next question was submitted by the Circles Thailand. A question to ask the G2 team. Does your online content from social media put additional pressure on you?
No, not really. I think it kind of makes like backlash a little worse, but I mean that's just part of like esports and just being professionals at what we do. It's a competitive, game, so I don't think it adds extra pressure. Some of the stuff is a little like stupid, I'll be honest, but it's fun.
the last thing we're thinking about when we're down 0-6 is like, oh my god, G2 tweeted we're gonna beat them today. Like, we're not thinking about that. It's just entertainment for the fans, and you know, and if I was a fan, I would like that too. I would like little like trolls and beefs on Twitter or X, and I think it's fun.
Thank you. We'll go next to Pedro Romero.
Hey guys, likewise, commiserations on the loss today. Going down, it's always a tough thing to go through, but it was one that happened very late in the tournament, and talking about that, not many people would expect this team to go so far, finish third, and outlast the other NA teams that people looked at as contenders all the while. But my question goes to anyone that would like to ask, for this team to go so far, play so well, outlast the other two NA America's teams. What do you think just helped this team just spark this run and just play so well and just go so far?
I've been I've been preaching this message throughout this tournament, since our run in the playoffs in the Americas, that we're here for each other, we're supporting each other always, and it reflects in our team play. We were touted as like a team that's like highly disciplined, don't throw away advantages. We know how to like grind out rounds and build up like a mental resiliency out of it. Um, and that's just kind of the approach. I felt like that is a more consistent approach to shutting down like star duelists. Teams are kind of like high investment into a certain player, like we can shut them down. And so I personally like that brand of Valorant myself, and the boys embody it. They love it, and I try to have like a sort of culture outside of the team or outside of the game to also reflect that. So a lot of the stuff we do here, like we're always together. You know, we're enjoying the city, taking walks and all that. You know, it's been a very like good tournament for us to grow in. So um, it's no real secret really.
Thank you. We'll next go to Nerditude.
Hi. Again, my question is for Icy. Icy, how do you feel after your first experience in a master and getting such a great results?
I'm grateful for the opportunity. Shanghai's been amazing. The fans have been great. I'm grateful for the team surrounding me. Our coaching staff, everybody that's a part of our team, just made this all so great. And I think our run was, I think inspiring for upcoming players, but other teams. I think what we did is something great, and obviously I wish we could have capitalized on the opportunity given to us playing in this big stage and came out with wins, especially in this win today, go to the grand finals. But I think regardless, I'm proud of my team, and yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Are there any other questions for G2, either from the room or the remote media? G2, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.